Hey there everybody, today I'm going to be showing you my expanded version of the Crystal Council. Now, starting off, we're going to go ahead and move all these minifigures out of the way, and then, let's jump right into it. So, first things first, we have the Crystal King himself, the man of the hour. He's just vibing, he's got his cool staff going on, inspired by the one that the Omega carries in March of the Oni. Yeah, so we have a lot more members of his council to view, so let's go ahead and move. Next, we have Harumi. She's just over here chilling with two different swords to go off and, try to massacre Lloyd with again. Which, of course, she will always fail miserably because she's too bestowed with him. Next up, we have the Mechanic. Now, the Mechanic is kind of literally just the mechanic of the entire army. So he's just kind of chilling over here. He's got his random blaster saw deal, along with his crystal shooter hand. As you guys can tell, this is obviously a custom minifigure, just using a standard Legacy Nindroid body and the Ninjago Legacy 2021 Ninjago City Gardens set head. And so that's my Mechanic. Next, we have the two snakes. We have General Ashfira, as well as Pythor P. Chumsworth. These two both are just kind of, a little bit back and forth. For some reason in the show, I always kind of felt like Pythor just really despised Ashfira with everything of his being. And Ashfira, I don't know why, I always just kind of had a headcanon that Ashfira liked Pythor a little too much, if you catch my drift. So yeah, these two are the two snakes of the entire army. Now we have ex-King Vangelis. He is just vibing here. He is a very angry individual. He still wants to murder Cole, and now he also wants to kill his daughter for, having seized his throne and all. He is just a very dark and brooding character. Now, as the last core member of the original Council of the Crystal King, we have Mr. F, and/or Mr. E. I still refer to him as Mr. E. I don't know why, I just cannot stand to call this guy Mr. F. It's just kind of weird to me. But yeah, he's just vibing over here. He's got his blaster and he has a spear that he can chuck at Lloyd and miss at all the right moments. And yeah, he's one of many Nindroids in this new army. Next, we have the Time Twins out here just vibing. They have matching swords, and yeah, as you guys can see here, the Overlord has gifted them their powers back in their hands. You got the orange, you got the red, you got the blue, you got the green. They are just out here vibing, having their best life, and they're ready to take revenge on Sensei Wu. They really want to butcher that old man. So our next member is Klaus of the Anacondri Island. Now, Klaus is just kind of there. The Overlord really doesn't like him all that much, but he does see that he is an enemy of the ninja, and so he kind of just takes that into account. The Overlord does not like Klaus, so once he's done taking over Ninjago, just like all the others, he will greatly take pride in murdering this man. Up next, we have General Cryptor, the Overlord's second-in-command officer of the armies. Considering that General Cryptor, served the Overlord before during the Nindroid Wars, then it's kind of nice that he would return again and, be rebuilt by the Overlord, because the Overlord does remember who his, second-in-command was during those days. He is rocking the crystallized armor and the random pink shard heart that goes off and powers this guy. He can never die. Next up, we have the literal embodiment of death for the army. This is the King of Skulls, and/or the Bone King. Depends on however you guys want to see him. I made a custom version of this guy because I don't really want to bother buying the core sets. But here he is, and he is working with the Overlord. He is the embodiment of death. He is basically the king of the cursed realm. And yeah, he is just vibing and ready to take revenge on the ninja that destroyed his home. Now, here we have Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is just sitting here rocking her random crystal blade. As you guys can see here, she kind of did get a little bit of flack whenever Zane was going off and using his shurikens. She got frostbit, and some of her armor now has ice shards on it, of which she thinks looks really cool, so she doesn't really care. Although she is in kind of a little bit of pain, considering that, her arm is literally frozen now. But other than that, she seems to be in good spirits, ready to take on any good fight. And, yeah, so she's ready to, attack. Finally, we have King of Council, and this right here is just an unnamed kind of scribe. He works directly under the Crystal King. He is also an Oni, so he's just kind of rocking it with the Crystal King. He is basically the son of the Crystal King. He's kind of just made out of a Chima raven head with a cloak, all black body with some golden printing that I went off and painted myself, and, just some casual gray legs. He is also the Prince of the Dark, so as you guys can see here, there's him, and then he has his own Crystal Guard, and he does control 1/4 of the Crystal armies that the Overlord has created, so that way there will always be someone ready to take up the next fight for Ninjago. That being said, this guy right here is the Crystal Guard, and he also, obviously he guards the son of the Overlord, but he also just, protects the Overlord in general. He's the general of the Crystal Army. So he is just kind of rocking it with his long spear. He has no brain, he has no heart, he has no soul. He is very easily to manipulate and control, but that is the way the Overlord wanted him, because he knows that he needed someone that is just built for the fight in order to follow his cause, and so that is what he has created with this guy. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I had a lot of fun just going off and, getting to tell the stories of these guys and how they all got here to serve the Crystal King. Anyway, I hope this inspired you guys to go off and, engage in some more play with your, crystal figures and such, and just expand the idea of the Crystal Army and the Crystal Council. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. Peace out, and bye-bye!